Yes, hello and welcome to yet another Theme Park Worldwide vlog. A big hello to all of you that have just joined me, as this is partly a two-part vlog. Obviously, you have got the first part, which is from Universal Studios next door. I've just come over on the absolutely amazing Hogwarts Express here to Hogsmeade, home to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. Look at this, wow, looks amazing. The scenery looks brilliant. And yeah, basically these are two connected parks, so I thought it'd be quite nice to use the Hogwarts Express, which is open this year, to bring us over here to this area. And wow, look at it. Gonna have a good look around here, obviously all around the rest of Islands of Adventure here at the Universal Orlando Resort. It's their second theme park here and it looks absolutely amazing. The theming looks stunning. Let's go and have a look. I think this transition between the two parks is incredible. I mean, seeing Hogwarts for the first time, it's beautiful. It's an amazing structure. The way they make it look a lot bigger than it actually is. I mean, you know, you can't tell on this video, but obviously stood here, you can sort of tell, you know, that they've obviously made the windows smaller as it's got higher. A bit of a Disney trick when it comes to the castle, but it's very, very hard to notice. And I mean, it's amazing. It really is a fantastic structure. Probably the best themed experience there is out there. Absolutely amazing. Can't wait to get inside. Obviously this is the original Harry Potter dark ride, which explores around Hogwarts, and then Gringotts came this year over in the next part. But wow, it looks a lot better in person than I thought. I thought you might be able to tell that it was a bit of a smaller building, but it really is. I mean, look at it. It's huge.
Tells all you need to know. These benches are not safe for you if you are still too small. You must be more than goblin-sized. 48 inches tall. Now rid yourself of objects. My poker scratch. Take jewelry, cell phones, all loose change, and stone them, one and all. To keep your treasures safe and sound.
What a really good and impressive ride. That really is by far the best dark ride I've ever done. And I find that to me it's a lot stronger than Gringotts. Gringotts might be a bit more thrilling and bumpy, so to speak. But yeah, love Forbidden Journey, the original, you know, the first one to be done, and it was really, really good. Very immersive experience. I recommend coming out here to try it. It's worth coming to Orlando just for that ride. It is absolutely awesome. When it's only got a 10-minute queue and a single rider queue with nobody waiting, it's definitely worth it. Same as Diagon Alley, it's got loads and loads of shops to go in, all different sorts of experiences to see. There's probably more over here as it is quite bigger than Diagon Alley. Photos and videos don't do this area justice, they really don't. It's so, so immersive. I'm not even a massive Harry Potter fan. I like the films, but I'm not a massive fan, and this is, you know, amazing to me. Even if you don't like Harry Potter and don't like the movies, you know, or not a massive mega fan, come and see this because it is stunning. Visually, very, very impressive. So I'm just going to go and do Dragon Challenge now. Whee, I like the theming. And just talking a little bit about the theming then for this ride. Obviously it used to be known as Dueling Dragons. 2 B&M inverted coasters used to duel throughout the ride. However, now they don't duel and it's called Dragon Challenge. It's more based on a challenge between them instead of obviously battling and going next to each other. The two loops are next to each other, as you'll see in the footage, and it's a shame about that, but the theming does look good. So we're going to see how this compares to your other B&M inverted coasters. Will it be as intense as Nemesis? Who knows, but I'm sure it'll be a very, very good experience, a very, very good ride. I like this theming. Apparently someone told me yesterday that this is the one of the longest indoor queue lines of the park. I like the atmosphere though. I'm not sure what theming or whatever's changed inside. I assume it was quite similar to this, apart from maybe a different soundtrack and some other maybe items about the dragons sort of dueling, I assume. Let's go on. Okay, so I take it this used to be the point where you used to choose ice, which is blue, or fire, which is red. Now you choose the Chinese fireball or the Hungarian horntail. So I think we're going to go with blue first, then red. No messing about it walking around the queue again here. I like how there is a re-ride line and that cuts you straight back in basically to the, more or less, the front of the building, so you skip out half of the line, which is really, really good. I like that idea. So I've just had a good ride there on Dragon Challenge. Really, really two good coasters actually. Better than I thought they were going to be. You don't see much scenery on there. It's more just extractor fans and buildings and warehouses and stuff. But I like the queue line theming in the stations, which is quite cool. Obviously, I wish I'd ridden it when they duelled. But my favourite was, of course, the fire track, if you're going by the old term. Blue, it exited that Cobra roll ridiculously rough. It was like, poof. It wasn't a nice force, it was very forceless but very, very rough on that. So let me know, did the blue or ice, whatever you want to call it, exit the Cobra roll that rough? Comment below. I know a lot of you guys have been to this park before, so let me know. As you can probably tell, I'm going to Jurassic Park now. Been waiting to do this dark ride / water ride for a long time, so let's go and see if it really lives up to expectations. Can't wait. Thoughts then on Jurassic Park. What a fantastic themed experience. Universal really are the king of dark rides and attractions like that. That was really, really good, very, very immersive experience. Obviously it's just got the one drop. I don't think it might have more than one drop. And it was quite a short experience compared to some of the other rides. But I liked it. There was more outside than there was inside actually, which I thought it would be the other way around with that. The dinosaur animatronics are amazing, which is really, really cool. I'd definitely give that 7 out of 10. It's really, really good. One of the best experiences what you can do here at the park, which is really, really cool. And up to the next ride now, it's going to be Raptor Falls, which is an amazingly themed log flume. Let's go and take a look. Maybe it's not going to be Raptor Falls, as it's currently got technical problems. But there's another awesome water ride in this area. I believe it's known as Popeye, and according to Dean Johnson, you might have seen Dean in the Portaventura vlog, it's one of the, well, it is the best rapids in the world, but it's also the wettest. So I'm going to go and check that out. Popeye Rapids, just up here. It's a beautiful hot sunny day today, so Bilge Rat Barges, Popeye and Blue Toes. This looks good. The theming of this area is nice. Wow, look at this. Hopefully they'll get Raptor Falls back on soon, so I can get that done today. This looks great. It looks like a soaker. Nice theming. definitely the most crazy rapids ride I've ever been on. I'm absolutely soaked. And I could have been a lot worse. That's the funny part of that. It does get a lot worse. If I was sat on the other side, I'd have got even more wet than I just got. It's the best themed rapids I've ever been on. I can't decide if it's the best actual rapids ride I've been on. It doesn't get very, very fast. But in terms of the theming and the music and everything, definitely the best. The only one I know is to have a themed trough all the way round, not some horrible concrete trough. It's all very themed, sort of like this idea, you know, all the way round. Really, really good ride, quite long, couple of good drops on it and stuff. But yeah, it's definitely a soaker. Don't go on it unless you want to get absolutely soaked. Yeah. Theming in this whole Toon area is really, really good. I love it. Islands of Adventure really is a fantastic park. Always improving, as you can see here by this fence. Works in progress. A lot of work is going on here at Universal. A hell of a lot of regeneration programs and updates. Especially to the City Walk area at the moment, which I'll show you a little bit later on. And who knows what rides are going to come. Well, there's a guess that King Kong's going to come to this park in the next couple of years. So we'll have to see. Having a good time so far. Gonna head down to one of my other favourites now, Spider-Man. Awesome ride there on Spider-Man. It is a shame here at Universal, but you might be wondering why there isn't really much on-ride footage here for Universal. And that's because they have a very strict policy on cameras, even GoPros that are mounted, you know, it's a big no-go. Mainly due to copyright. The park, you know, I've got a lot of different licensing for all different brands and names, so it is down to the copyright and also safety, which is understandable. And of course, here on Theme Park Worldwide, we do respect that rule at the theme parks. We did try to arrange some sort of filming permission, however, that was unable to go forward. But hey ho, it's still a good vlog. You're getting to see the rides. But yeah, Spider-Man, it's a massive indoor dark ride. It's got flame effects. It's a bit like your Transformers rides and stuff, you know, it's got your motion simulators, but it goes round a track with loads of different effects, all on screens and loads of scenery in there as well. Really good ride. You want to get out here and experience that. Spider-Man. As you can probably tell by the noise you can hear now, I'm going on the Hulk coaster, another B&M coaster. It's a B&M sit down. Let's go and have a look at Hulk. Love it. It's an interesting one. It's one of them coasters where it really depends where you sit. Again, it's got a single rider line, so I've just had 3 rides on it. I did a front row, a third row and a back row. And yeah, it's not one of the best roller coasters I've ever been on at all. It is quite rough now as well, and I've been speaking to a few of my friends, of course, who are over here. You know, and they also agree that it used to be a lot smoother than it is now. Obviously, I never got to ride it when it was smoother. It's got some good force to it, depending on where you sit. I actually found this quite interesting, more forceful on the front, which is interesting for a B&M. Normally the back's more intense. On this one, maybe it's a little bit different because, as you know, it has got a bit of a launch section. It launches you out of this. That couldn't have been timed much better, could it? But yeah, it's not one of the best coasters I've ever been on. But it's not one of the worst either. I'd rate it just as a, you know, just as a good coaster. I wouldn't say it's, you know, I wouldn't say it's out of this world, but I wouldn't say it's, you know, rubbish either. It's just what you'd expect from a standard sit-down coaster, really. Except they've just slapped a name on it. But what I do really like is how it looks off-ride, and also the water effects, what happened down here. So you got misters in this tunnel here, as you can probably see. And every time a train passes down this section, you get a massive water effect what goes off, which is really, really cool, just at the Cobra Roll. Definitely come and try all the different seats when you come and experience the Hulk. One thing that I absolutely love here about Islands of Adventure at Universal Orlando is how beautiful the location is, set around this beautiful lagoon. And there's lots of different places to come and get nice views around the lagoon. Little walkways like this are what make a park. I mean, look at this, you get nice and close to the coaster. Lovely soundtracks in this park as well. And just little areas like this. What have worked really, really well here is a lake show. A big fountain show, a bit like World of Colour. Imagine a big lake show on there. Plenty of viewing areas for it as well. You never know, they might get one day. But yeah, definitely one of the most beautiful parks. Some amazing theming. You've just seen a few clips of there is the entrance area here to Islands of Adventure. Obviously you'd normally see that at the start of one of my vlogs here on Theme Park Worldwide. However, with me coming over a little bit different on the Hogwarts Express, that brings you into obviously the Wisdom World, which is at the sort of back end of the park. But yeah, that's the entrance area. Have a little look around there towards the end of the day, have a look around the shops, see what merchandise there is and stuff like that. Seuss Landing, going into here now. I'm going to be doing another lap round of the park once I've made it all the way round. I'm going to do some of the other rides because there is a launch freefall SNS tower. What I've not yet done, as you probably noticed, I've not done that yet because it's got a 25-minute queue, just because it's got the name Dr. Doom's Freefall on it, or Fearfall, whatever you want to call it. So I will be going back to doing that. Of course I want more goes on the rides on that side, but I thought first let's have a lap round, see what the park's got to offer, and then go and have another lap round and do all the rides. It's not very busy, it's September here in Orlando. Let's go into Seuss Landing and have a little look. Plenty of rides and attractions for the kids in this area, and it's got to be one of the best themed children's areas there is around there. I mean, I do prefer Fantasyland, obviously, at Disneyland. Nothing will beat that atmosphere of Fantasyland and the whole magic. But this is good by Universal, what's being produced here, creating the world of the Cat in the Hat. Seuss Landing is a very, very well themed area. Lots of big cartoon-esque theme items. And you've got this little, I don't know what it is a monorail or a coaster, whatever you want to class it as, that thing up there, which is basically a Casey Jr. knockoff. going on that, which looks quite cool. I do love what they've done to this area though. Casey Jr.'s going round the track. Casey Jr.'s back. Casey Jr.'s back again. Oh, that was a really, really nice ride. Pretty much like Casey Jr. at Disneyland Paris. But yeah, it was good, you know, a little ride round. It doesn't take you very fast or anything. You know, it's just sort of a bit like a runaway mine train at Alton Towers, but instead of it going quite as fast, it goes slow round it. So it's still got some drops and elevations and stuff, which is quite cool. But I do like it. The Lost Continent now. The theme in here is incredible. I'm really having a good day here at Islands of Adventure. The only thing I would say lets it down in some places, the staff aren't quite up there compared to what you get at Disney. I've just spent 3 days up at Disney, and you know, you are immersed into this world because of all the staff and really making it extra special. Some of the staff here, mainly on some of the bigger coasters, aren't as good as I thought they might be. However, on the rides like I just did, the staff are great, interacting over the PA systems and stuff, really good. Look at this theming, Poseidon's Fury. Wow. That looks amazing. Not really too sure what this is. All I've been told is make sure I come and do it. So I've kept it as a bit of a surprise. But looking at the board, it says 20 minutes till the next tour. So I'm gonna go and grab some lunch, I think, and I'll come back for the next one.
Will you tell him that? Maybe. Did you have a question for me? Because I know everything. What can I do for you? Oh, okay, you just want to stare? Oh, thank you. Good coin.
Wasn't expecting that.
That's a good one. Bye.
I haven't gone to see Poseidon's Fury yet because even though it said 25 minutes, I turned up after 20 minutes and then she said it was going to be another 25 minutes. So, so I'm going to leave that. As you can see, I've done a full lap of this park. It's nowhere near the size what I thought it was going to be in terms of around this lake. I thought on pictures and stuff the lake looks a lot bigger and I thought it might take a lot more time to get around. Done quite a few of the attractions. Still got some more to do, of course. Obviously, you know, one of them has got a big queue, which is the S&S Tower. And you got Ribsall Falls, which is currently down. But I will get them in at some point later in the day. Gonna have a few more rides now around here and have a look through some of the shops, I think. Love the Wisdom World. Okay, so this is quite cool. You go into one of the shops, you buy a wand, and then it interacts with different theming items. That's really cool. But the wands do start at around $50. So I won't be purchasing one of them to take back to the world of theme parks. How they put all the snow and stuff on the buildings, it is amazing. Hog's Head here. Everything is themed. The staff in this area really get into the role, which is fantastic. And of course all the costumes. So one thing I noticed about all the parks over here, they all have the themed costumes to each area. Another interactive.
There's one right there.
And this is why you buy your wand. Right, like their own little world inside all these shops. That's where you go and buy your wand, I think. One. It really is amazing. It's an expensive job though for the kids who all want a wand. Universal really have hit the nail on the head with this though. To partner with, you know, J.K. Rowling and Warner Brothers to create this. Okay, I'm going to have another go on Forbidden Journey, I think. Go back a few years, you'd never think I'd be re-riding this ride. I mean, you'd think it'd always have an instant 2 hour wait. But instead it's only 20 minutes, and single ride it'll be about 5. See if I can get on this coaster as well while I'm up here.
Here they are, right there.
Just done 3 rides then off Forbidden Journey, then fly to the Hippogriff, which is this nice little coaster. 5-minute wait for that.
Next, please join me in welcoming the lovely ladies of the Beauxbaton Academy of Magic.
Not really sure what's in here. I really like this little area though, that beautiful view what you just saw across the lake. Definitely ideal for a lake show. They do have some sort of lake show over in the main studios part, what they put in a couple of years ago. Oh, this is nice. Air conditioning. Oh. But yeah, Universal Cinematic Spectacular. But it's not actually on at the moment while I'm here. Little interactive thing, I think. It's a bit like something what you'd find in Epcot. You know, like a little interactive area. Dinosaur eggs.
And claws, as you can see. Great reasons to keep my fingers away from the front area, but I do have to pick her up, so I'm just going to be as cautious as possible. Hopefully she will let me pick her up. Here. Okay, there we go. Now they do mature rather rapidly, becoming full-grown adults in just about 1 year, but we still should take care of them until they're big enough and strong enough to join the rest of their pack. As a matter of fact, that's one of the greatest challenges that we face here. Introducing her quickly to the other raptors, but not before she's able to hold her own. But it looks like this one is off to a good start anyway. Oh, and speaking of good starts, becomes something.
I bet the kids absolutely love that. Very interactive. Like pretending it's a little baby dinosaur and stuff. It's quite cool in it actually. Just had another ride on Jurassic Park. Really, really well themed ride. The animatronics on that are fantastic. But talking about theming, you might think, yeah, log flume, all log flumes are pretty much the same. Not this one, look at Ribsaw Falls. That is what I call theming. Let's get on. I'm glad it's opened anyway. rides to Raptor Falls there, and yeah, it's a good log flume. I mean, it's not my favourite log flume. I do prefer Chia Pass, which is the new one that opened this year, Phantasialand. I absolutely love that. Followed by Splash Mountain. I prefer them to both. But again, it's another good ride. I quite like the theming. Quite a lot of like your bubbly 2D theming and stuff like this whole toon area really. So it's just what I expected really. It's not sort of exceeded expectations, but it's not worse either. Just what I expected from Raptor Falls. I think I'll leave the rapids for a re-ride. Go and do some Spider-Man instead. Second lap now. Getting all the attractions in. It's not even 2 o'clock yet.
Separately, they're each horribly evil in their own right.
Police advise you to stay in your homes for obvious reasons and leave phone lines open for emergency services.
Well, everything's okay down under the table.
Absolutely love the Amazing Adventures of Spider-Man there. You know, an amazing ride. The quality, the 3D effects in that. It's a 4D ride basically. The way the vehicles move. There's real fire effects in there. There's smoke, there's water, there's absolutely everything. It's like a 4D cinema what's been put onto your ride system, and it's quite thrilling as well. You get some good forces and stuff as it's taking you around the different corners. Really, really good ride. Spider-Man here at Hours of Adventure. I would go to say it's either that or Forbidden Journey for my favourite dark ride I've ever done. That though is amazing. Really, really good ride. Awesome. Dr. Doom's Fearfall. Two S&S shot towers next to each other. Let's do it. Since I last spoke to you guys, I've had a ride on Dr. Doom's Fearfall, which was pretty much your bog standard S&S shot tower. Why it's called Fearfall when it actually launches you up and doesn't launch you down, I don't know. But I've done that and it was good. It had quite a bit of air time. Soon slowed down though. You know, but it's probably the best one of those that I've been on, I would say. Yeah, it is, yeah. Just walking through Seuss Landing. As you can probably tell by the floor, since I last spoke to you about half an hour ago, we've had a massive storm, thunder, lightning and everything. And it's cleared up. It clears up very, very quickly. Selfie stick. I like selfie sticks. Might have to purchase one. More characters. Lots of characters around this area, which is good. I'm going back up here now. Some more rides on Harry Potter, of course. I'm also going to make a trip back over to the other park on the Hogwarts Express from this side, because I've not actually done the journey from this side over to the other side yet, to Diagon Alley. I've done the journey this way a couple of times, but I've not done the going that way, so I'm going to go and do that, which will be cool, I'm sure, because it does a different video. I am going to get inside Poseidon's Fury at some point today. I thought I'd just come and have a look. Again, it's saying 30 minutes until the next show. Why is it always 25 or 30 minutes? This is like 4 times I've come back to it on the time when it's supposed to be. Keep asking the host on the entrance and she doesn't really seem to have a clue what's going on. So, and I really don't know what it is. I assume it's some sort of like walkthrough, maybe with a show in there or something. I'd just like a straight answer really, as to what it actually is. As you can see with this park, it might be beautiful, but there's not really a hell of a lot of rides in it. or not a lot of rides that are very re-rideable in my eyes anyway. You know, I was expecting a bit more from the Universal parks really. They've got very good rides, but with them being mostly simulator rides, simulators don't really do a lot for me. I don't find them very re-rideable. The first time you do it, absolutely amazing. The second time you do it, still good. Third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh time, you know, that's, you just don't want to do it like a coaster. And the coasters here, they haven't got the best selection of coasters, so it's not really my park. Out of 18 days I've had in Florida, this is only my second day I've actually had at Universal. I spent most of my time at Disney, which is much more my thing. But don't get me wrong, they've got some very good attractions. And now the Hogwarts Express is down, so looks like I'm stuck over here for a little bit longer. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's beautiful, but Harry Potter's the main, you know, draw to this park. It's beautiful. This is what makes Universal. If it wasn't for Harry Potter, then, you know, it wouldn't appeal to me much at all, but the whole Harry Potter area, even though I'm not a big fan of Harry Potter, I'm not a massive, you know, oh my god, it's Harry Potter, I do love this area. I think it's very, very immersive. Definitely the most immersive area. With Disney, every area is immersive. Universal's not like that. It doesn't really feel magical until you step into this area. And I really do enjoy it. I want to go to Diagon Alley, but I have to wait. The train's out of service, or I have to walk all the way around to the other park. So I'm going to hold off for a bit and go and do Forbidden Journey again. Oh, I love the place of that single rider queue there on Forbidden Journey. 4 rides have just done about 25 minutes on it, which was really, really cool. Definitely one of the best dark rides. I mean, it's hard to choose between that, Spider-Man, Transformers, you know, and Gringotts as well. Yeah, they're all amazing dark rides, and that's what Universal really are good of. That is a very re-rideable ride though, Forbidden Journey, even though it's the same each time. I do find that very re-rideable. Out of all the rides here at Universal, that is probably the most re-rideable for me. I'm just not too sure about the other ones. The Rapids is really, really good. I do like that, but more than a couple of times, you're going to be absolutely soaked all the way through. You know, it still took me a couple of hours to dry off, even in this 30-degree heat today. But yeah, a really, really good ride, Forbidden Journey. And I finally got in Poseidon's Fury as well. Yeah, and that was like a walk through all sorts of different effects and stuff. But yeah, it was okay. You know, it's worth coming to check out if you come here. Nothing that really stunned me in it. But you know, it had to be done, else I would just wonder what it was. So yeah, good attraction. I've had a beautiful day here in Islands of Adventure. One of the most beautiful theme parks in the world. So much good theming. Hopefully this park will get more rides in the next few years. I'd like to see more rides go into this. It's a beautiful park, but like today, I've still had to go over to the studios next door to make it a full day experience. Maybe because it is quiet at the moment. Come in the summer, I won't be saying that. But it's a very good park. It's not quite as glamorous as I was expecting, but it's a very, very good park. The highlight of the whole of Universal for me is Harry Potter. The amazing selection of dark rides. None of the roller coasters do anything for me at all. Hulk looks brilliant off ride. On ride, it's just your sort of standard B&M sit down coaster. And then you've got Dragon Challenge. Again, you know, it's not the best invert I've ever been on. But again, it's a good ride. It's just what you'd expect from a standard inverted coaster. But then it's areas like this what really make this park. The intense quality theming what rivals Disney. I mean, it's very, very good. Very good atmosphere in the parks as well. Lots of good soundtracks, plenty of character meet and greets, and of course the best dark rides I've ever experienced in the world. Bye! Some amazing, you know, like there's some great staff like that lady then, you know, who really get into the role. but I have, you know, seen a few staff on the bigger rides, and you know, it just doesn't seem quite as efficient as it should be. All in all, Universal's a fantastic experience, and it's a park that I'd recommend to come to. I prefer Disney by a long way, because I think Disney pull off the quality a lot better with things, but I've really enjoyed Universal, definitely. It's a park that I will come back to in years to come. Disney, I'll be back sooner as well. And it's generally a good park. House of Adventure or Studios? I'm going to go for Studios, that I prefer out of the two. Mainly because Studios is home to The Mummy, Transformers. I like some of the other rides like Disaster, Aftermath. I do like my studio parks, and I think that's a really good one, definitely. So yeah, that pretty much wraps up this vlog. Hope you've enjoyed following me throughout here. One of the last vlogs here from Orlando on Theme Park Worldwide. Make sure you check the others out. There's over 10 vlogs from this trip. It has been a mega trip, and I hope you've enjoyed following it here. Make sure you check out the latest episode of Theme Park Worldwide, the show, which is online on Tuesdays. And of course, it's the start of Halloween back in the UK now. Lots of other Halloween attractions going to be coming up here, along with more on and off ride videos throughout Universal, Disney, SeaWorld, Busch Gardens, and much more. Hope you enjoyed it, guys. My name's Shawn Sandbrook. This is, of course, the one and only Theme Park Worldwide, and that means it's time to join in and cue those credits. See you later, guys, from Universal Islands of Adventure here at Universal Orlando Resort.